Tell me what we on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? People don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with yeah. Think you gon' me for free? What you with? Want all the smoke like a. Hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Game over, dropping bangers with no hooks and free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. If you ain't never calm down. I know, so I approach you with my.
And in typical form, the holidays bringing some fantastic NBA action. Brian Anderson here with you alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy. And the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines.
They've got a big road trip coming up. They're going to be out there a long time. I'm curious to see how they respond. Can they be the ones to make the big plays at the end of the game?
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test. Yeah, and that's where Castle is most effective, when he's getting downhill and attacking.
To the inside. A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Yao, shot is off. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Porter. Wallace pulls it in. Pass to Yao. Wallace outside. To the paint. Yao, good.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Well, Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
McDaniels, that's good.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Down low. Here's Yao. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game, his three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Here's Castle, following the score by Minnesota. To the right side. Here's Newell. Here's the teardrop. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
And a misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Minnesota leading by 3. They set the screen. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
A spectacular finish from Edwards. Once he started driving, he did not hold back.
It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Newell. No points so far. There's the triple. It doesn't go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Great blend of speed and power on Edwards' drive. Very difficult to stop Ant.
Pass to Newell. The 3. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Edwards. Outside Porter. Banked it in off the glass.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Bucks trail by 6. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one misses for Ball.
Well, after missing over 2 full seasons due to knee issues, it's just great to see Ball on the court and contributing. When he's healthy, he's an impactful player.
And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And that one, good. Simmons has got his first 2 points.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Minnesota leading by 6. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Dang, shot is off.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Brogdon. Takes it inside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
McCollum looks around. There's a screen by Jang. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Edwards. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
An all-defensive selection in this league. Ben Simmons has all the tools to be elite on this end.
There's McCollum with the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Outside Porter. The 3 ball. Outside Brogdon. Clock at 4. And there's a pick. Pass to Murray Boyles. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 5. Inside. Here's Yao. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Edwards can't hit.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
It's Johnson with a drive. Here's Yao. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Yao's got 6.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Johnson on the wing. Fires from deep. Porter pulls it in. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Pass to Murray Boyles. Outside for Porter. 18 feet out. And he hits the jumper. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Outside Porter. And they're running. Pass to Johnson. Here's Yao. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
It's Edwards with a drive.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Castle. Into the lane. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Yao. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota. They lead by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Here's McCollum, and he lays it up and in. McCollum's got 5.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Keita. Reza Shea with some nice D. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's McCollum. From down in the low post, it goes. He has 7.
Well, he's not just a perimeter threat. McCollum is also skilled at finding ways to score inside.
Misses the layup.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Newell. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. For the lead. Pass to McCollum. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum, a long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
Outside Porter. Over Reza Shea. Minnesota again missing.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And that one's good. Simmons.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Here's Porter. Good. Porter's got 9 points. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The jump hook. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Porter. He's got a clear path. Here's Wallace. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you.
Oh, pow!
My goodness. My goodness. Michael Porter Jr. showing all of his skills.
Castle misses. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Come get it, come get it. Castle goes in for 3. Covington hits the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
McDaniels a screen. Here's Porter. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest. 54 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Wallace. And here's Reza Shea. Here's Simmons. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Misses in close. And the Bucks with possession. Pass to Simmons. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
And both free throws good for Edwards. McCollum outside. Pass to Yao. Over Reed. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. It should be an exciting finish. McCollum outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Newell. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And the veteran leadership Brogdon offers is tremendous. It's clear his younger teammates listen to what he has to say.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on. Defense.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pass to Wallace. Launches a three. Gets the three to fall.
And you see Henderson's awareness improving over time. Terrific read and kick-out pass.
It's stolen. Rizachet with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And Wallace, here we go. Here's Yao. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side Edwards. Back to Brogdon. To the middle. Brogdon with a nice finish down low.
Such a cerebral player. Brogdon showing off the ability to pick apart the D in these sets.
Watch the screen.
Henderson. Cleared away by Reed. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
The offensive IQ Brogdon has is fantastic. A creative scorer in close.
Cleared away by Reed.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Rizachet. On the take, Edwards. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Bucks trail. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
Key points from Henderson. Stepping up. Scoot, young man, scoot.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. So both teams changing it up here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Castle. Oh, he jammed it!
Yeah, this kid, Castle, loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Now Porter. And count it!
I like going to Porter there. He's got great size for a wing and can come up with big points.
Now Simmons. Deflected! Ball outside. There's the drive. Oh, he can't get the layup. Milwaukee in the lead. Oh, he can't get the layup. 58 seconds left in the final quarter. Porter with it. Picked up by Simmons. Ball outside. Now Porter. 5 to shoot. Both hands there for a little extra.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that three-point.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams making some changes here. McCollum.
Well, those are some huge points from the vet, C.J. McCollum.
Now here's Edwards. Porter a screen. And oh!
Wow!
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.